So, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Redstone Quarry podcast, episode 41. And I don't even know if we're recording this time, but whatever, let's just pretend we do. Enemy.
Hey, I'm here.
Hello, it's me in the regional desk.
Hey, it's me, Raf.
I'm Niels.
I am Wout.
I'm Jewe. You should know me from the last podcast.
Yes, we decided to get Jewe on because he's active, and we're not, so yay.
People
Yeah,
seem to like him.
We asked on Twitter, "Oh, can I have you on?" And Wout said, "Fine."
I was like, Enemy, you handle this, I'm gonna play the Hypixel with Nerdy. So...
Yeah, people seem to like Jewe, so you see that again. Yay!
Yeah, the only
Hey.
thing last time he didn't get around to watching my background footage.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Sorry.
Should be more interesting this week, I think.
Yes. Very interesting, of course. No, not really. Anyway, so that's the reason we have him
Hey.
on. So, people, if you want to get on the podcast, just send us a message on Twitter. Totally can happen. Yes. Moving
Mark.
on.
Control M, get this out, okay?
Damn it.
so I guess we're gonna start with follow-up right now.
Yes. Let's go to episode 40. The Nerf Awakens.
One of the first comments was Wout's Wout quote being answered once more the first
Yes,
day.
I know. It took like one. I even asked him, like, did you just go to the end? Actually, I went to the description after you started talking about the quote, so he did watch till the end, but then he wasn't patient enough to actually hear me talk about the quote. He wanted to read it. So thank you.
By the way, the person who solved it was Treefork. I think we didn't mention it yet.
Yes.
So good job, Treefork.
No, it's 3 for YT.
But
Big
more
difference.
importantly, Enemy, you haven't said what the answer was.
Yeah, the answer was the life of the others. Of
What?
the life of others.
The lives of others.
I'm bad at reading.
Actually, it seems like a bad translation from it's a German movie. It's Das Leben der anderen. And I think das
Ja.
Leben is
Das Leben der
Singular?
anderen.
so it would be the life of others, but English it's plural now. Anyway, he got the pass for that. So yeah.
By the
both
way, are
English
we
and
keeping
German
track
would have worked
of,
for me.
of points for answers?
I don't have a point, but I do
Yeah,
put in
we
the
need a
description who
we
answers
need- we
them,
need
so you
like,
could talk about them.
A spreadsheet for that, I think, Niels. We need a spreadsheet.
I think we would. It's not entirely fair though, because I have something planned for next week, which is almost impossible to find. Like it's going to be
Next-
the hardest one.
Next one gets double points.
Well, I think one of the the four early ones, those were really hard. It took lots of episodes. So each
I think no one
episode,
cares.
Yeah.
each
not like no one
week that it
cared.
didn't get answered is another star that you can get from it.
Yes, that's totally how how it works. Yes.
Okay, I think we're gonna give points to people who answer them correctly, and at some point points will mean something. We're making this up. I guess we
Episode
can-
100, you can if you have lots of points, you can get a snicker.
Good job.
No, I'm gonna start my answering those now.
You don't
you-
count.
yeah.
you just
No.
start. You start.
You would get a head start. That's not
Okay,
fair.
let's go to the next comment. Roby says that we forgot some major news. Ragecraft 3 got released.
cares?
I actually had that on my list, but I didn't mention it because it's technically not technically Minecraft, and it's like supposed to be technically Minecraft. If you guys want to get like random news about like CTMs and speedrunning and stuff like that, write in the comments, because I watch a bunch of speedruns. So if you care about those, maybe we can talk about them as well. Maybe not. Also, the Android Twitch app has notifications, which I have no clue about because I don't have Android device. So yeah, and also he noted that it's good news but not technical. So yeah. Animus, right? Juicy. Exclamation mark. Also, Ray was interested in the lava piercing we discussed.
Was it on the last podcast?
Yes, was the last podcast. He
I
says
saw a comment of him, but oh,
the
I
lava
see. Yeah, there you go.
the lava columns idea is cool. If I understand it correctly, you dig a column downward until bedrock, and I put some lava in at the top. How do you get back up after digging the column? Maybe you guys could think of a cool ways to make it more survival friendly. Yeah, responded actually.
Wait, what? He did?
Yes,
Dang it.
that
I
was
need to read
about
stuff.
the first part because he apparently liked me joining the podcast the last week.
And then I responded to the part with the lava piercing, which is you can just stack up with leaves or place water on top, or you can stack up anything burnable basically. And
I wouldn't go with that. Also, I don't see that common, just saying.
uh,
The
well,
thing is that
and he
if you use
responded,
leaves, then it won't burn all the way down.
well,
No, because there's no air in most cases.
Exactly.
It won't work like that. I thought of different ways back then. First method was to simply be to pre-dig a network of tunnels at the right height at the bottom, and then use that. But it would take quite some time to like run to some central underground elevator and go back up.
I guess
so
you
it-
could do the could speed mine below and get all the diamonds and then just make like the holes on top. And then,
I
yeah.
guess you could do that, yeah. Then
Or the
just
other
do
thing?
it to a high layer or something. That's a possible solution. Also, solutions I had was to place a ladder halfway through. Then you would pearl to that ladder, and then pearl up, break the ladder, and pearl would land. But it's kind of a hard technique. I tried that for a bit. Other technique would be just pearling upwards by just grappling into the wall. You know. Of course, but you do take a lot of damage that way. So
Well,
even with protection 2 and that kind of stuff, it's not.
what
great
if you
methods.
would stack up
Protection
with
2.
leaves,
Could
but
you use vines?
if no, just leaves, but have jump boost 2, and then just skip a block. So you have air, leave, air, leave.
Yeah, but I
Would
don't
that
think
burn?
fire can generate 2 blocks below lava. I think it can generate like 4 blocks
Well,
upwards, but that's about it.
if lava is above a piece of wood,
Does
and
it burn at
below
the
the
bottom?
wood, what?
I don't know.
And below there's air. It would catch on fire, I think.
I can test it right now, actually.
Yeah.
Let me go in my worlds.
Let's do a quick
guys
test
talk about
while we
something.
talk about next comment. Let's see, where's the next comment? Or maybe someone else can read.
Norwegian.
Damn good.
I don't
Dutch.
know.
Yes.
Craftcat says, Jesus, all the wasted ice when you could have had a rail that was quicker all along. Or at least a horse and ice with no useless trapdoors. Trapdoors are not useless. They help a lot. Also, I think no one on the horse who actually actively plays has a horse.
I have a
problem-
horse at spawn. I actually have
Actually,
2.
The problem with horses is like if you go through the end or if you go somewhere and then like forgot to die there, or you go somewhere and don't come back with the horse, you have the horses always in the wrong place.
Get multiple horses.
Then just don't die.
It's a bit annoying with
Safe,
horses. Like
safety
I did
person
it on
that
another
has
server and like
266 death.
it always seems the horse is not there where he needed to be.
I have so many deaths, but lately I haven't died on the server.
Yeah, me neither.
I once had something like, I don't know how many days of not dying. And then someone gave me a high five.
And he died.
I had that too, and then I like end up hurt on like bedrock layer and just fell through and and fell out of the world. I think I would have like to break like a piece of stone. It was like not reachable from the position I was in or something like that. Oh yeah, it just fell through and died.
Good job, enemy.
Yeah. I think the other day I died as well. When was that? Don't even remember. Whatever.
And we
Rowie
don't
s-
remember,
those
so nobody
horses,
cares.
I do have those horses. The only thing is, I put them in the hole in for like one of the first weeks when we just started the witch perimeter, and after that I just checked a couple of times. Are they still there? And
Right,
once
right,
I found another one, and I put them there, and that's everything I did with horses.
Right. And so, like, I live in Niels' basement. I'm not right there a lot, but like when I'm there, there's always this weird horse noise, and apparently, like, he has buried his horse alive in his backyard.
My life, Niels, really.
I'm right now looking at my die stats, and apparently I die 10 times per day of play.
That's
So-
quite a lot.
So since
Damn
last
it.
2.24 days. Right now I'm in a perimeter with full beacons all the time, so I don't die.
I have, if I look at my statistics, I have, where is it? 109 deaths. If I look at the scoreboard, it says 110.
Okay.
That's nice. Yeah, but whatever. Let's go to next comment.
Ralph, let's read.
I don't have the comments.
Laugh. Very
I
disappointed. Here you go.
I guess I can talk about Mr. Creeper's comment. He
do.
apologized for commenting so late because he was like on vacation. You don't have to apologize, it's fine. He agrees with Wout, if your food bar is not full, you should eat, even if your health is full.
Wait, he does? Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, tell him. You shouldn't eat when you don't need to. It's a waste. Completely.
What?
If you die in hardcore, you can open to LAN, allow cheats, and change your game mode back to survival.
Or you
Yeah.
can
Oh,
open up
you know.
MBT Explorer and change one little thing, and
Oh yeah,
also
hardcore
fixed.
on off. Yeah, that's actually what I did when I like played metalcore for the first time and wanted to find out like how much time I had in there to just check statistics.
The new apples are called crapples. I agree.
What new apples?
Then the golden apples when they got nerfed. We call them crapples now apparently.
Oh, but we don't have those. We are still in
We
a somewhat
went
good
from
version.
yeah, we went from gapples to crapples.
The only
Um,
thing you really use them is to get pirates. But I still am not bothered by losing Legion because I never use them.
Also, I tested the setup and I'm trying to get this to work, but it looks like there's no problems. I did see to protect do fire tick on true. Then again, I'm not getting fire on any other planks, so there may be something wrong. Trying to
Yeah,
find the issue.
you should have a control test. That's
That's what I'm trying to do.
apparently also Mambo was the reason why Mr. Creeper got into technical Minecraft, and because of that he can't hate him. I guess it's
Well,
fair.
Did we discuss Momo last week or something?
I hate him, and I got to take the microphone for the same reason.
Oh my
It's
god,
not I
Jewe.
hate the content that he makes. It's just there's room for improvement.
There's
A
a
lot
lot of
of
room.
room.
In fact, I mean, today he made a video. I think was I will mention this one.
Also, a
So-
very, very important point of feedback. I agree, no one cares about your animes, Wout.
Wait, so someone
Please.
post that?
Yeah, it's Mr. Creeper's feedback.
Yeah,
Um,
Mr. Creeper, I totally agree with you too. Haha. Well, anyway, so he discussed some ways of transport in Minecraft, and like there were definitely some things he could have measured in a better way. Also, like one of the silly things was like, oh look, and we're going through another portal. Problem is, though, survival takes so long, so that's why it's so high on this thing. Okay, but like
he
then
made both
the
tests.
measurement is kind of useless because we need to need to know what the portal time is really. Like the time in the Nether is just other times times 8. So divided by 8, whatever you want to look at it. So I thought that was a bit useless, but oh well, it wasn't a bad video. But it's like in it there is almost always you could, you could
He
spend more time on it
also
if you want
missed
to.
interesting ways to get around, but whatever.
I did very similar tests a while ago, and for example, for boss, I got totally different results. I spawned in a perfect horse as well, and I got like I think speed of seconds, not on like I think it was 5 seconds or so on the 7 seconds even on the entire track instead of like 2.5 seconds. The T got with perfect horse.
Yeah, then there's also stuff where you could like have speed 1 or 2 and stuff so on that you could have involved in the test. But yeah.
Well, you can just calculate it relatively easily because speed 2 is always plus 60%, so...
Yeah, okay, it's a percentage, so...
I can quickly mention that I did the control group thing worked now, and nope, the planks still don't burn. So lava can't burn something even if there's lava, even if there's air under its floor.
Okay,
use vines.
You could use vines. I think they're washed away by lava, yeah. But then you need to place lots of vines.
Vine.
Look, I think
Ma-
Mango's
Ma-
comments in pretty
Mango's vine farm makes sense now.
I think
Yes,
like
finally.
a while ago he made like this vine farm, like I don't know, 7,000 vines an
No,
hour
I think
or
it's time to
something.
discuss Mango's comment though, because we don't hear too much from Zycraft, but apparently they used TNT to well, I guess overall perimeter, just put down dispenser grid, I guess put some TNT and to continue powder at certain intervals, I suppose. And he says that took him just over 100 hours, and while you guys spent 300 to 400 hours getting
Is it
your
100 man hours or one
man hours.
It says man hours.
Oh.
It's in sense, however, of course, I assume he may not have. We probably didn't include the FK time for the sand, and like the time you need to spend building the sand farm and the gunpowder farm.
Well,
Yeah,
we
probably not,
also
but, it
didn't
doesn't
include the
matter.
time for getting pickaxes and stuff. So if
Yeah.
I really want to count in complete time, we cannot do that ourselves, and they probably cannot do that because it's too late for that. We can dig another perimeter, probably.
And it does sound interesting though, because like 100. Kind of the reason I was looking to lava basing because I was thinking if I could ever like do a proper perimeter or reflex on my own. And like that sounds attractive, but on the other hand, I don't know if there's any easy way to get
If you have a
gunpowder
desert,
efficiently without digging another perimeter. So
It
what
was
do you
Sky
guys
Mob
think?
farm.
I guess, but is that
Like if you look at Mango's super fast farm, like the huge thing that does over 100k an hour or whatever, like you can build it in the sky, no problem.
it's not that large?
Like they build
or-
it in the sky on their server. Sure, they had like a perimeter below with a guardian farm, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't like yeah. You could have built it anywhere in the sky as long as you don't have any mountains below. Also with the 100 hours thing, they got the sand from duping. They got it from the hopper tube, which I don't like. Apparently, they agree that it's fine for them.
Really?
But I
then
don't
you
Well,
can
think.
just
it
do
is
anything.
in vanilla,
Yeah,
so
you
Yes.
could use the other sand tube. I know that, but
Do they have like rules on what they can dupe with it, or?
what was his comment? We did use the hopper tube. It's vanilla Minecraft. We agreed that we don't want to ruin our landscape. Sand duping has been in game for a long time, and in the end, it doesn't matter which duping method we use. We used it for sand only because now we see that the game now we see that as a game feature to be able to dupe sand. Yeah, like
Okay, for sand, I understand. I think if you start duping with the skulls, it can get a bit boring, but. I
why
know.
would you dupe that?
yeah, the
Yeah,
skulls are
it's-
very easy to get to obtain.
yeah,
Use it to get on sand.
Well,
No.
I don't like. Yeah, as long as you don't do general item duping, I guess it's fine.
Doesn't take
I just don't
500
particularly
hours
like
to
that
get
one
a
because
sand
it's
finished farm.
really cheap. So yeah.
Anyway,
still
what do
do
you
sand
think
duping,
about
normally.
duping something? Duping, for instance, powered rails, and then while you have all the stuff to craft tons of iron, golden rails. I mean, you have the stuff, but you don't want to craft, so that's why you dupe stuff and then throw away your resources.
If you want to do that, that's fine. But like, I think crafting them is faster than duping them if you have the materials already. And like, it's not like we're gonna use
Yeah, I mean,
the
like
gold
for the
for
rail tube,
anything
that's not
other.
very good because you can like craft a stack of rails in a matter of seconds. It takes like
Well,
a couple of minutes
I
to
don't
do
know.
that manually.
Yeah.
Something
Like,
else, it's
of
hard
course,
to
it's
craft.
of course, it's
maybe.
like this is my personal opinion. Everyone can do what they want. In my opinion, if you use like a tube that's like only works for one item, I guess it's fine. If you have like this general item tube where you can like duplicate your emeralds, diamonds, whatever. I don't think that's fun anymore. And then like you might as well not play survival, right? So yeah. With the hopper tube itself, I just think like if you would use like the end portal sand thing with the crystal and so on, that's a bit harder to do, and therefore like it's always the thing I talked last episode. It's like you put in some effort and then you get some cool some cool reward. With hopper tubes, it's like you don't put in a lot of effort. You just place like hoppers left, right, done, and you still get the tube, right? And compared to the sand tube where you can scale up infinitely, and it's like, hey, now it's like so hard, and we're getting like an item every tick or something. With that one, it's like a lot of work went into it and finding out that stuff and engineering and so on, and then you get like 20k an hour, right? So I like that one more. But I guess yeah, it's always my opinion, and they can do whatever they want. And yeah.
We should probably move on to another comment, I suppose.
Yes.
Hello? Okay,
Yes,
well, I lost connection for a second.
There's
Jesus,
another
all that
Robin.
wasted ice when you could have had a rail that was quicker
I
all
had
along.
that. I read
Oh,
that out
really?
already.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
But we still haven't done Roby's long one. Should I do it, or does someone else want to do it?
Go ahead. As far as I'm concerned.
About tree farms, I'm pretty sure it's not really possible to improve the birch tree farm from Octopuscraft a lot. But I'm pretty sure that, for example, 1x1 jungle tree farms or general 2x2 tree farms are not even close to the max speed, since, as you mentioned, Zipcrowds is already 59k, and that's not even with using a single zero tick. A jungle tree farm makes probably way more wood, but a harder sapling challenge. And 2x2 trees are insane to automine. So I guess you can do a fast 1x1 jungle and a 2x2 with a cube to self-mine, because getting 2x30x2 blocks in a double cage is probably impossible without slowing down the farm. And even if using a block compressor that teleports blocks like Siren's machine is limited to wither damage cooldown. Well, but you're not limited to like 2 wither cages. Like, even if the end portal you can make 4, and if you happen to be playing in 1.7 or like in earlier 1.8 versions or still in there, then you can make way bigger wither cages if you want to. Like, we have like the Fire's nether thing, where we have 2 arrays of 4 cages right next to each other. So yeah, in theory you can make it as big as you want or as big as you need if you happen to play in those versions.
Isn't this still
hmm?
your void river cages break, or what's going on? So they both work too.
Void wither cages still work. The only problem with them is that, like, the boat ones, the withers sink down every time you unload the chunks. So that's
Yes, I know.
annoying. Apart from that, they're totally still working and fine.
Like,
Just don't
why
hear a lot
don't
about them
you
anymore.
Why don't you use those then? Because they also work without boats, as Mango showed.
Yeah, you could also use
But
those and make more.
boatless ones are
Like,
not
I see
as
them
effective.
mentioned nowhere anymore.
Yeah, like, I haven't seen anything after like Mango's last video about them, where he like updated all the designs for the problem that the bones don't really work a long time. They're still perfectly working fine, as far as I know, and I think 1.9 doesn't even break them. So yeah, the only problem with them is that you like only get 1 block, or only 3 blocks per wither, because like if you put it's not as low anymore as with the boat, but well.
Yeah, but the worst.
You can just use more.
Exactly. What's the issue with that?
You could argue that you need more withers or wither skulls, but like, who cares at this point? At least we don't. And if you make a farm this big, I would assume you can afford making 2 extra withers or however many you would need. Yeah, like, I think, yeah, he also used like 8 in his void wither cage spruce tree farm. So yeah. Banana Popper replied to Robbie, and he said you could build a 1x2 birch tree farm. Like, I think it was last time we talked about with the Octopus Craft one, with the also using 2 trees and just like, I think they call it dual processing thing or something, where they just like take it from the left, take it from the right, or ET, who has the thing where he just has 2 growing spots and so on. I think there's a bunch of possibilities there that maybe some other layout that hasn't been found yet could potentially yield a bit more or is even better.
You kind of have to go into the dual tree things, because at the moment the innovations are at such a place where 1 tree is basically at its limit, right?
Yeah, I think with 1 tree we're at the fastest we can get.
Because you can process them in how many ticks nowadays?
I'm not quite sure, but like the one Mango made with over 40k, that's like the slowest thing in there is the double piston extender, and that's already as fast as it can be. So yeah, I don't think there's a possibility to make that even faster.
Not even with double supercharging it.
It's already supercharged. It's already
Double
as fast as it gets.
supercharge.
I don't think it
Triple
works
supercharged.
I don't think it works like that. Robbie replied again. Yes, you could, and I tried already one and had like 5 different designs, and after a few attempts, but he didn't get it to work. But he thinks it's possible and not hard to redstone, but it's insanely hard to get enough saplings. As mentioned in the podcast, even Octopus Craft is fairly close to the limit. But he thinks the jungle ones could be Yeah, it could be as fast as the 2x1s. And Mango replied, saying that his jungle tree farm is with 30 about 30k is already at the limit because of the sapling problem. And he says also that the 2x2 tree farm that they have in theory can produce 100,000, but it's not realistic at all. And it's also quite fast with like the 13-14 redstone ticks it takes for the leaf processing. Same thing goes for the birch tree farms, that they are also not running at 20 TPS. So I guess, I don't know, like better hardware. Like
I think it would be possible to improve 2x2 spruce farms. Likewise, maybe you could somehow detect how high the tree grew, and that way only activate a specific amount of layers. So that could improve the rates, not theoretically but practically.
Imagine how crazy it would be if you have like the 2x2's double thing. So you have like just eight things that you grow. Like if you ever get that far, like wow.
We'll see.
Has to be a limit somewhere.
Yeah, but I think now basically our limit is that Minecraft lags too much, like or like our hardware can handle it. But like even if you go at that with like the one of the best gaming computers, you still not get like 100% TPS. So
Yeah, but the Windows 10 edition, it seems like it's running way smoother. Why
yeah, but,
don't
like,
they implement those things in the Java version?
because it's
Because
written
Java
in
does
C++.
a bunch of checks, and you
Why
don't.
don't they add everything to the Windows 10 version and always also make it available to non-Windows 10
You know why?
users?
Because then I don't have to use Windows 10. They don't get as much data about me. That's why.
Well, like the Windows 10 version is lacking a lot of stuff. Not only like you cannot use commands at all and all that kind of stuff. So if you like bloat it up with all the features, it might be laggy as well. Like if you remember back, Minecraft also was running way smoother when we didn't have Redstone, right?
The Windows 10 is
True.
basically Pocket Edition for the PC.
Yeah, basically it's Pocket Edition for PC currently. But yeah, like with the
Well,
hardware
just
we
for any
have
PC.
and how well Minecraft runs, like there's a big difference. Like if they like make a lot of improvements, like 1.10, the performance update, yay, that would solve a lot of things and we could make a lot of farms faster. But I think currently we're not only at the limit with like, hey, our environment can't get better, for example, with the birch tree farms currently, but it's like, hey, Minecraft doesn't run better. And guess we have to wait for that. I guess in the meantime we could like make mushroom farms at like 40k an hour or something.
Or while waiting, you can AFK.
Huh?
While waiting, you can AFK.
Oh yeah,
For
you
your-
can just
for
use
your
the tree farms
TNT.
a lot. Or TNT, yeah. Like with some of the farms by now, like I guess like the thing you don't often realize is like 100 logs an hour or 100,000 logs an hour. Like if you would actually get that, like how often do you use a farm like that? Like how much do you actually need after all? Like
What a
if you use that
philosophical
like
question.
overnight, you have like a million logs of wood.
Well, you have tons of wood to make lots of chests for other farms where you can get 1,000,000 blocks of it.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
like,
you need wood.
sure. If you want, you can find uses for it, but still, like a normal playing thing where like you don't need it to be this fast. Sure, it's always a nice challenge, but if you would just use like a tree farm with 20k, you'd still be fine. It's not
Well,
like you need the wood.
do we need to wait the Guardian farm? No.
No, not at all. But it's nice to build with sea lanterns and like
Yeah.
farming by hand is boring. So yeah,
So,
of course I'm not saying there's no justification to make farms this fast. It's just like if you look back at like where we were back then and like if you actually need that and the speed, it doesn't make sense anymore. But I wouldn't want to build a slower farm.
it's the same with most stuff. You don't always need the best. Most of the things are good enough. You don't need the best GPU or best PC. Or if you slower one for most stuff, it's good enough. So, but yeah, it's nice to have the fast one, and you can brag about it.
I guess with that all being said, I think we're finally done with comments. Or did I miss
Yay.
something?
One thing you missed in the comments.
Oh.
It's a decent, important portion of Mr. Creeper's comment. At least I think you missed part of it.
Okay.
Okay, anyway. Interrupt me if you've already discussed it. RuneScape gives me so much nostalgia. Yes! It's a game I played for a long time. I agree. Very important commentary right here. Let me ramble a bit further just to make this longer because it's very important. Yeah. I don't think I could say anymore. Although I do agree a lot. The reason I caught up fast was because I was on vacation. 2 8-hour plane rides, and so I just listened to 10 podcasts in a row. But it wasn't too bad. It gave me something to listen to while playing Tetris. First of all, I'm very offended that you think our podcast is so intellectually boring that you have to can play Tetris while doing it. Secondly, I think that that's very good, and we are totally not paying your parents to send you on vacations everywhere on 8-hour plane rides, or whoever you go on holidays with. If you're going alone,
Did
then
someone listen to the podcast on a plane, or what are you saying?
yes, Mr.
Yes.
Cooper.
Oh, we should
Don't start. No, don't. I can't link this because this isn't a specific reference. This is a reference to like half of the episodes. You can give me the first episodes where it references to. You can give me. I'll link it. Else, it's just a random reference. Niels
Hopefully,
makes, and
there's
no
a
one
wiki
remembers.
for it.
You look it up. You're talking off the podcast. Rest in peace, syntax error. Yeah, in case people don't know, syntax error is
But
offline.
wait, did he download the MP3?
Niels, not important. you handle it later.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so basically, because Macro, as you heard, we've probably noticed lately, Macro isn't on here as often. He almost made it today, but then he had technical problems, unfortunately. But, so yeah, it's not a motivation issue, it's just that his college kind of demands a lot of time, it seems. Fortunately, but he, as really also couldn't keep the next error up, and he said that he may get back to it in the next summer, but that's about it, so, yeah.
Next
unfortunately.
summer.
Yeah, I know, it's a long time also as well, but
I think if he like has vacation over the winter, you also keep paying
yeah,
it
it just
up or
depends
something
on
like
on the school situation, I guess.
that. But I don't think that's all that important, so that's why I skipped it.
Yes, but I think it's important.
Yeah, but
The new apples are
someone
called
listening-
crapples. That's so important. We should just say it
we
twice.
talked about Grapple.
Yes,
Someone
I know, that's
listening
why I
to
said
the
twice.
podcast on a plane, that's important.
Yes, that's also very important.
I said that he was on vacation. Like
He said-
short. Okay, go on.
I
go
got
on,
a
Mr.
fast
Big
because
Eva.
I was on vacation. What else? Banak Darksea and Zip. I don't know about Zip. I watched Banak Darksea, the video of Vsauce. I think some things in there were a bit. You could almost say disingenuous, or at least, in my opinion, poor analogies. But I guess in the end, it's a topic I guess I don't fully understand. But
Story mode got a release date. It's 1st of October. No one cares. Moving on.
Yay.
wait, so what got released? No, it got a release date.
Release date, yeah. October 1st. I just said it. Moving on. Snapshot 15W38A. Contain the rage. First about features they added. We got skeleton horses in vanilla in survival.
Yay!
How
Yeah.
scary.
Okay. How
And
do you
better
ask?
skeleton AI.
How do you ask? Skeleton horses can spawn with a like 2%, 0.002% chance, something like that.
Mal.
Instead of a lightning. The chance of a lightning spawning is 1 in 100,000 if it's storming, right?
With
Yeah,
the
something like
chances so far, like
So like the
No.
skeleton horse is like one of these mobs that you will never see if you play normally and not like I don't know 100.
hunting
days.
for it.
So like yeah, it's like one of those mobs normal like casual players will never see. Yay, another one of those.
Yeah,
What
but
happens
it's
is
special.
the skeleton horse will spawn with like the lightning, and it just spawns a skeleton horse. But if you get within 10 blocks of the horse, I think it spawns another lightning, and there's like particles and like 4 skeleton horses with skeletons riding them with like I think the default is like iron helmet with plot 1 and like power 1 bow spawn.
Yes.
And one of his horses has 26 hearts, which I want to get a perfect horse of.
Okay.
Second
Is it a
average.
bug or was it intended?
Yeah, I think so too, but I would like to keep it.
I think the default for horse is either random or 10 hearts. I'm not sure. Never
It's
tested
random.
snapshots. Okay.
It's between two different values. I don't know exactly.
Okay.
Between 6 and
the interesting
16
thing
or something.
that I took away is like the skeleton horse is there, right? And when you get close enough, it summons all the 4 horses, right? When it summons them, it seems to strike in a lightning. I'm not sure if it's just animation or if it's an actual lightning. But if that's an actual lightning, you could just, oh, there's a horse. Let me like push like another mob with blocks there, like, and then walk there to get like a skull, like possibly better way to get a skull.
Yay. And by the way,
Yay.
can you breed the skeleton horses?
I have no clue.
You can't.
No.
They also, as you like swiftly mentioned, the skeleton AI itself changed a bit more. Maybe someone else talk about that because I didn't make notes for that.
They now are
Yeah, they
more
can-
annoying. Yay.
Yeah, they can walk backwards and strafe to the side, and it looks weird when you look at the skeleton's legs, but yeah. If you just have a smite sword, you can just go on them and click them, and they're still dead, right? So I don't see the problem.
I think they're like evading. They're also like charging at you at some point or something, right? You try to hide, they charge at you.
Yeah, they learn some new skills.
What else is in there? Pets, like ulcers and wolves, if they die, they get death message for the owner. Also, if they're not named. So I guess that's something
Is
I ever wanted.
Is the pet message just for the owner of it,
Yeah,
or
yeah. It's only for
I
the owner.
thought it was for
No, it's
just
not,
everyone.
it's not so wide. It probably previously was that like only the named ones gave a death message, but I don't think anyone really encounters that a lot. So but I guess well.
I once found a wolf. I got bones. I went back. Wolf is gone. That's the only untamed wolf I
Wolfie.
ever saw on the server.
That
that's how
story's
I
with
called him.
Niels.
How do you know the name? It's my original name.
Okay,
And
well.
still mine.
Now to the stuff we don't like about the new
The
snapshot.
features they removed.
Features they removed, yeah.
Oh, bugs
The
they
hitbox.
removed.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
first
yeah.
complaint on Twitter, it's so annoying. It's some people say it's broken, but some people say item elevators and such are fixed. They are broken. They are not fixed.
Fixed in the
Exactly.
sense of the bug. Broken in the
What?
sense of the glitch.
What bug? Broken? What? They're just broken in sense of the feature. I don't see any other way.
Exactly. They removed the best feature in the game, the hitbox feature.
Well, actually, the replacements have been fine for basically everything except for the trigger. You could have items slide on the edge of ice. That seems to be the only thing which hasn't really been replaced, even though it was. I mean, of course, there are alternatives, but they're not as fast, of course.
You
Well,
can
not
still
I'm-
do that in the B version now.
I didn't check, but I think the law.
You can still do like sorters that are fast with hopper minecarts, so
Yeah, so you can still do it, but it takes entities, so it's a bit.
And you said it's fixed in the B version, Jewe?
Yes, it is. I tested it actually.
Okay.
No. Nice.
Not nerdy. Oh well.
Yeah, like they fixed item elevators, or broke item elevators, but there's a bunch of new designs / old designs. Basically the thing with putting letting the flush in and pushing up a block, that's like something really old. I think Jewe made the first video that I know of about it. That in a slightly adjusted way works again. So yay. Then shifting floors broke or got fixed, or however you like to call it. That's also fixed, or I guess broken again, if you would like to call it that. They still work if you
make
use
them
soul
use souls.
sand. Yeah. Also, like there was an alternate design that I saw, which I haven't seen before, which uses normal blocks alternated with fence gates. So you only have half the spawn spaces, but even if they fix, break, shifting floors again, you could use that, like, just change
I
half your pad
think-
with fence gates and you still have like half the efficiency. And don't have to change your
And
farm
it
that
is-
much.
And I did also show a design with alternating soul sand and full blocks in his stream, and that design should also be possible if they fix this thing. Panda also used for his video today, and sadly he did a video on it because now it will probably get fixed. And it's the same thing as it was used for the soul sand only trick.
Yeah. So, what's your guys' opinion on the snapshot this week? Like,
Stupid.
Everything would have been better if it hadn't been
I
released.
like
but...
to pretend that it didn't exist. That's my opinion.
I guess we can quickly mention that the B snapshot also had some stuff in them. For example, a bunch of hitboxes got messed up, like the flower hitboxes or the cobble wall hitboxes. Some entities got
Since when do
invisible.
flowers have a hitbox?
But like the
Visible one.
yeah, the hitbox that's visible.
Yeah,
It's not a
just-
collision box. It's a hitbox. Niels, it's different. I think it was like a full block, something like that. Entities are disappearing. If you craft a white banner with a shield, you get a black shield. It's weird stuff like that. Also, they changed piston behavior a bit, which is interesting if we look at Myron's video. He found out some interesting stuff. For 1.9, the pistons, when they retract, for example, the piston first in 1.8 has the head on the base and on the extended piston head. Then it turns into block 36, and then it's normal piston again, which is retracted, right? And now they changed it to where the part with the normal piston with the block on with the piston head on top is just the normal extended piston instead of like the weird one that we was used for all the ghost block generators, for example, and also for the breaking pistons, producing pistons with multiple heads and so on. So yeah, that doesn't work anymore.
No.
Poor Myron.
He also yeah, it's like Myron is the only one affected because like it's not useful in survival at all.
He likes messing with pistons, he said in one of his videos.
Yeah. Like I remember talking to him once, and he's like, "I hope Mojang doesn't see my channel because like all the stuff I do, they would probably want to fix." Yeah. He also showed
Well,
for 1.8.
then you should not put something on the internet.
Like, it has been known bugs on Minecraft that have never came out of light because, like, the owners of the bugs keep them. So that
The owners of the
secret
bug, the founders.
the founders of
Niels,
the bug
it's
keep
not the
it so
they
Bugs
that
have
didn't-
it doesn't
owners.
get
they-
fixed.
Did
they-
you follow
they didn't-
economic class?
They also didn't
My
found it, they
bug.
find it.
They
You know?
find it. Oh,
Like they're finders, not founders.
As soon as you find a bug, you're the
whatever.
owner, and then you can sell it on the stock exchange, and like the
Yeah,
price
Yeah,
rise and fall depending on other
on
stuff.
the bedrock breaking black
who
market.
wants to buy MC-6509? I don't know.
The bug
Hey,
report.
Hey, I have this bedrock breaking bug. $10.
Still that Mojang catch you.
Yeah. Also, the flickering pistons that happen when you power and depower a piston in the same tick, or unpower and power again in the same tick. Those can be used to increase your chance of producing a piston without a head. If you just like break them, the chance is theoretically 50-50 to get one that doesn't have a head but is still base, which then you could use to break bedrock, but only if you place a bedrock there afterwards because the piston head would have to be there in the first place. So yeah,
Well,
it's still not useful.
actually,
Except for like the users Ray showed with like the end portal that the dragon generates in 1.8. You could break, but
By the way, I would not suggest bidding on the MC-6509 because it's a Norwegian and it's invalid. The bug.
Wait, what?
So- yeah, I see some A with a degree sign on top of it.
A
And,
circle.
okay, because Niels just said a random number and it doesn't exist. Also,
I can find it.
also with like the updates or the changes they made to the pistons, that behavior that only breaks like Myron's favorite things, and not really anything that we use, not like the thing it should fix, in his opinion, or the thing that it should have fixed in his opinion, or also my opinion, which is that when you unload your world or your chunks, the pistons still lose their block update. So
Even that is used.
Niels, your link is in Swedish, not Norwegian.
Well,
It's
who
all the
cares?
same,
it's a
Scandinavian.
yeah,
Well,
it's
like,
a Scandinavian language.
The point is, Wout still can't like generate spawners because of unloading, because it didn't fix that part, which is sad.
Well, it's unreliable, but it's still not like
Yeah,
entirely
it's
impossible.
not reliable, and
If you get
that's
problems, you can still like try to blow everything up, which is not too hard. I mean, try to blow your machine up, like not actual spawners, of course. Like if your
Okay.
machine gets stuck, it will always kind of close to me, so it would definitely have been within, and you could definitely have loaded the chunks to make.
Or you can load it back up and do all of the work you spent last 40
Yes.
hours.
Whatever.
You could make a backup for every extension you do, but it takes some time.
Cupid. Just like
Um.
just like Cupid stuff. Yeah, there has also been some other changes to pistons that are quite interesting and a bug. That Panda showed with his 40 blocks a second item elevator. And the problem
Item?
is layer
Yeah.
elevator.
That's item.
For example, they push stuff horizontally. For example, they push them with their hitbox, not the collision box. If I got that right.
Yes.
Which means that if you have like an armor stand on a stair, on a slab, and you push it on a stair, the part where it's still the height of the stair, it still will push it because it's like the push it with the hitbox, the collision box. And for example, with cauldrons, it just pushes. If you have the armor set inside the cauldron, it just pushes it in front of the cauldron. Interesting. It gets interesting if you use that like with pushing a slab out of an armor stand. Like if you have it on the top slab, like on a second block, and push it upwards, it teleports the armor stand on top, or any entity for that matter. And that's how this elevator works. So I would
Probably
guess,
only 2 high entities.
yeah, 2 high entities, yeah.
So it can't be used for, I don't know, spiders.
Oh. But yeah, 40 blocks a second elevator.
Let's
quite
hope
crazy.
Mojang doesn't see.
And he also uses it for horizontal transport. He uses same kind of concept with fence gates, open fence gates, where it just pushes the fence gate and you get teleported in front of the fence gate, and from inside, I think, right? How it works. I looked at it that closely, but it still works. I'm not sure if it's 40 blocks a second or slightly less, but it works also for horizontal and it's quite fast. Also,
Should actually be the fastest way of transporting players. That would be quite nice to have. Be in the full release of 1.9, but we will probably not get that because Mojang hates giving us nice bugs.
Well, on the other
Features.
hand, on the other hand, the propelling players with hitboxes of like cows, for example, that's still in, I think, right?
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's like a lot of entities, but it works.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
really fast
Like-
speeds, but there are also big disadvantages to it. If you have an animal pen and you want to get in, then just you can't because there are too many mobs.
Yeah.
I like it that I can just walk
I
through
still
a cow.
like the collision thing. Like I know you can turn it off with like game rule and stuff, but
The thing is, like, for example, I have a very bad computer, and it's totally lagging me out if I have like 128 cows. That's really not a way
Yeah.
of transportation, in my opinion.
yeah, okay. I guess for you it's even worse.
Are you playing on a calculator?
No.
Going a bit back to Myron, and all his ghost blocks getting broken. Ground
Oh,
actually found a new ghost block chat for 1.9.
Amazing enemy.
yay.
they fix something, they break more. or other way around, depending
Eh, it's
how you see it.
like sand tubes. Yeah, it's fake. Oh, damn it. Fake. No, damn it.
Oh,
I
it
probably
doesn't
told
work
him.
anymore. Yay, it still works. No, his one is kind of annoying and unreliable and not really useful. Because he gets ghost blocks when he changes his render distance while the piston is pushing. So, maybe
Better
it
nothing.
also works if you just unload the thing while moving, while it's pushing. I'm not sure, but both versions are not really all that useful and not as cool. But hey, if you really wanted to get a ghost block, that's how you could get it. Easier in single player, or no, yeah, only in single player because on multiplayer you have to restart. So yeah.
But the best thing about the snapshot overall is just that we are not playing on realms, because if it's this 1.9, realms will auto update, and then we lose our stuff. And now we can just have 1.8 and for as long as we want. So
Yeah, but who
Yeah,
plays
that's
in
the
realms
best.
anyway? If it would be really cool if like realms was like scaling, so like the more lag you get, it like assigns more hardware on whatever servers they use, just so you have a nice playing experience all the time. Because then you could just like build the biggest things on realm servers because like you pay the same and you always get better hardware the bigger you go.
On realms, is it just one plan that you can get, or are there multiple
I think there's only
things
one
for
plan.
10 slots or one for 20 slots or something?
I,
Because I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't, I don't know actually.
maybe if we should get a 100 one and then just play with 10 people on it, because then we have just more stuff, so it doesn't crash if you would use realms.
I don't know if there's anyone out there actually using realms on with like technical applications. Let us know because
Probably
yeah.
not because they auto update. That's annoying.
From what I know, realms is like this one plan with $10 a month. That's it. But yeah.
Do they say what kind of specs you get, or is it just we put 10 people on the server, 8 people can use it at the max, at maximum performance, and if otherwise it's just out of luck.
I'm at Minecraft.net/realms. It doesn't say a lot, and it says nothing with specs. It says like you can like if, for example, for the question, can I use admin commands? And it says the host of a realm server will have access for most of the commands. So it's like it doesn't even tell you like I think you get console access or anything. It also says this 10-month thing, so I don't think there's a different plan as well. So yeah, I think it's only the one thing. It doesn't ever say anything about specs. But yeah,
And it's all 20 slots. No, it's 10 slots and 20 people on whitelist.
whitelist is limited.
Yes, only 20.
Okay,
It auto translates, but
that kind of sucks.
yeah.
Mojang, fix your shit.
I want to have multiple. Can I just pay 20 and then you have double? Nope.
I mean, I mean, like I have this test server like this German hosting company, and it runs quite good.
Yeah.
And I just paid like $15 to like use it for another 6 months. So I better hope they have like pretty good servers for like the $10 that you pay there.
Yeah, it's like €2, bit more than that a month. That's like.
Yeah. On the other hand, like there's like what's it called? Really popular hosts like Creeper host or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
Cubed
cubed host or.
Which is like also quite like around their the price range.
If
of
you
realms.
want actually really good performance on a Minecraft server, I would recommend Resonant Host.
How?
Resonant Host, because they really do beefy hardware, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a price quality? Is it better or?
It's I don't know. They specialize on modded Minecraft, so their servers are a bit more beefy.
Modded. Yeah. Choose the version you want. You have to scroll down all the way. Feature is this. Oh, there's mod pack love. Oh,
It's a vanilla mod pick.
Yeah, just vanilla
Yes, there is.
with
Okay.
features that they removed from 1.8 and the features they removed from 1.7. That's the.
Like,
Somebody should like make a mod where the bedrock breaking still works.
Just a mod
possible?
with old Mojang code.
Yeah, but then it's still not vanilla, so it's
It's all vanilla code.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, let's put in like.
Well,
wa-
Optifine
wa-
isn't vanilla.
Yeah, Optifine also only changes my client and doesn't change gameplay as long as you play on multiplayer.
Optifine, that would be the same as how's it called again?
Shaders, yes.
Yeah, shaders or
Yeah,
something like movement stuff that it looks cool.
camera studio mod. Yeah.
No, not camera studio. I mean another one.
Replay mod?
No mods folder.
no, replay
Center.
just makes an
Okay, but
different
whatever.
thing.
I think we had like all the stuff we have to say about the snapshots, or anyone has something they still want to talk about a lot.
Not
Also,
really.
also from what I know, skeleton horses don't drop anything useful apart from normal horse drops. So
No.
No, they drop bones.
I meant something like
they also
animated
drop bones,
player.
okay. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, if you're walking, your legs move, and stuff like that. And if you're eating, it looks cool. And if you're swimming, it looks cool.
But
so-
it's client side, right?
Yeah, it's
Ah.
completely client side. Just altering some animations.
Okay.
You can have eyebrows.
Okay.
It's not useful, but they're in front of my eyes, and if I looked at it, but it doesn't matter.
Also in the B snapshot, something that's worth mentioning: items don't move up when stuck in a block. It's like basically our items elevator. That's recognized as a bug in like the test item elevators. Apart from like the test part, is considered not a bug. That's like really important. But yeah,
Still
the other
happy
thing.
we are not on realms.
The other thing they broke, which as we talked earlier this week about, is for example hitbox quote unquote bug used for wireless redstone, for example, and that's broken, as far as we know, right?
Sadly. I want it back.
Went back as well. Do we have any other way of doing wireless redstone, by the way?
I don't know of
No.
one person.
Commando blocks.
Of
That's
course,
ways.
Niels.
Yeah, because that counts.
Yeah, via TeamSpeak. Yeah, light is on, and let me place the torch. Okay.
Okay. But I think we have everything about snapshot now, right?
Yes.
Yes, well, except for some of the fixes we saw, I think, but those were a lot of videos, of course. But
Yeah, like as last time, like we still, if we yell loud enough, we can still change something, right? Golden apples are still not fixed in this version, but Jeb said that he would fix them, so just have to wait till he gets back from Tokyo doing whatever he does. But yeah, moving on with stuff that's like in 1.8 and also was interesting this week. In the very beginning of the week, Ray made a hidden iron farm. The hidden part about it is that like it only uses one block for skylight access, and then you can just place like a slime block on ender chest above that, and it will be hidden.
Well, it's not something new.
No,
I've-
it's not
it's-
something really new, but like I never like actually seen like a special design to hide it. Like I never been like, oh, it's like this flush farm or a
I've-
hidden farm or whatever. I was like,
When I was on the other server over there, some people complained, "Oh, iron farms, that's cheaty." So I made one of those hidden ones, and it just has few air tunnels down. You can do it with one, but it's just with two, and yeah, basically just 2 tunnels down on each side of the tunnel shaft. I mean, 5 doors, and then our spawning place. Let me find a video about it.
okay, so apparently hidden iron farms, it's not an invention, but like I haven't seen it before, and it's a single cell.
That
Uh,
one was single cell as well. Well,
Yeah, but if you have to
making
hide
a-
it, I guess. Yeah.
making a double cell, or I don't know, a rebuildable one for down there, that would be cool.
I get, yeah, well, Dark is not here, but like he got banned once for building an iron farm, so I guess this is like the application for the hidden one. Yeah, you can like if you didn't know, Skylight exists if you like for you can use all the blocks that you also could use to not block a beacon beam, so you can like use all those stuff to hide your iron farm.
Minus bedrock.
Minus bedrock.
Very important.
Bedrock.
Look,
Yeah.
I said my technical thing this podcast. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
I guess since we're like doing stuff like it's not snapshot, I guess can like try to go back to my list layout.
I mean,
thing
you've
and
already
so on.
talked the entire time. Don't you
Okay,
think
but I
it's a bit
posted
unfair?
I posted a list in TeamSpeak so other people can talk as well.
I even
Yeah.
have a list myself.
Yay.
We could talk about how the legend has returned to Minecraft.
What? Oh, I don't care.
I
Okay,
didn't
don't-
leave.
I don't have anything to do.
Best answer.
You all thought I was
yes.
gonna talk about Queen King Happy, but that's wrong because he hasn't returned to Minecraft yet. Anyway, Queen King Happy got his channel back with link to his channel.
I thought you were talking about Absolute Psychopath.
Yes, that was actually, but I was trying to throw people off. I didn't
What?
watch his speedrun to be honest, but he did say soon a couple of days ago on Twitter, so we were expecting something.
You made a legendary
And
speedrun. It's like I
yes.
thought you said legend.
Oh,
Um,
actually, no, that wasn't
Yeah.
intentional. Oh, well, anyway, so let's first quickly mention Queen King Happy. That's a technical Minecrafter. Well, it's a bit of strange technical Minecraft, I would say, but I think he's still technical without a doubt, or was rather, because he hadn't made videos in a long time, because he lost his channel due to YouTube
Co-
bugs and stuff.
Copyright
And he got it
strikes.
back last week, and basically, we don't know if it goes back into Minecraft, but just throwing it out there for the old school technical people, if you're interested. Now, moving on. Absolute Psychopath also is back, and we will link to, not to his channel, I guess, but to his,
New speedrun.
yes, the legendary speedrun in 49.7, I believe.
Yeah.
49.07, yep. I don't know the map, I still have to watch his
The
speedrun,
map is
actually.
legendary. Version 3.0, which is like not like the old legendary where you don't regen and so on. Like it's a new legendary where you can like do all that stuff and sprint and so on. so yeah, I don't know. Like it doesn't say world record. I'm not sure if like I haven't watched that many legendary runs overall. Also for version 3.0 of the map. So yeah. Well. Since we haven't really decided if we do speedruns yet, because we haven't gotten your guys' feedback, I guess we're gonna move on a bit.
Yes, so people, speedruns, technical or not? Question of the week. Yeah.
The editing was like on top as always. But whatever. Mango is also like back big time this week. He made a bunch of videos. First one that's worth mentioning, I guess they're all like worth mentioning, but the first one we're gonna talk about is like the non-locational dual-edged zero-tick pulse generator.
Which I don't get why you need.
To generate zero-tick pulses way faster.
But you
it's
can
more-
just use 2 normal ones.
Yeah, but it's like compactor and like it's a bit nice. It's cool. Yeah, maybe it will really allow people to make better farms. Maybe not. Like all it does, you could do before, but it's like in one thing and like gets a bit compacted than if you use 2 like rising and a falling edge one. So maybe. That's cool and people should know it so they can use it and so on. Next video chronologically in my list is Micro, that Micromecomp, who couldn't be here today because technical issues, uploaded a video about end portals and how you can keep yours when you update to 1.9, so you can have like 2 possibilities to make bedrock cages in the end.
Which is still useless.
Well, it's not useless.
Is that
It has
no
very
way?
little use.
Well, you can fit 4 withers in there if you really wanted to. You could like make a tree farm there or like.
Or you could just fit 100 withers into the wall.
Sure.
Another possibility.
Also,
Which is a lot more convenient, by the way.
Yeah, but like the end.
But yeah.
Yeah. Bedrock
Actually,
cages,
great.
bedrock cages are a bit better than void cages, even though you can scale
It's
them up.
the
So.
only 100% reliable method. Bedrock cages.
Well, like the void cages are also very reliable. I'm not sure. I think they're
Yes, they
100%.
But like it won't be as reliable as a bedrock cage.
Why not?
I don't know.
You're making a point, but have no argument behind it. Great.
Yay!
Yeah, this is
Right.
better.
But it's
For no
tested.
reason.
Raf, talk more about it. Come on, you can talk.
No, I cannot.
Come on,
Ah, come on.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
let's-
shy.
going back to how you actually keep your end portal. The way it does Minecraft does it is it checks for the end portal blocks to get you back, and it deletes all the bedrock around them. This way, it will keep the bedrock it generated with the ender crystals in the first place. I'm not quite sure why there's bedrock there. Doesn't really help. But whatever. And yeah, if you just delete all your end portal blocks, you have two things. First, you cannot leave until you go to 1.9, or you like kill yourself, which is the second
Yeah,
option.
You first remove them and then, oh wait, we still have to wait. We have to do this thing in 1.8. We will update next week.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're stuck.
You're stuck.
Or you kill yourself.
Then you lose your 100 levels or whatever you have.
Who cares? It's level.
And,
Yes.
and your streak of not dying on the server is broken.
I
Also
don't care.
also not useful. But well, that way you can keep your end portal, which is more important, your bedrock of the end portal, which is more important than dying or your streak of not dying, or you
That's
waiting
important
there till
because
updating.
it's both pointless.
Actually, I don't mind that the better that the portal moves to the center, because the way how ours is set up, it's about 100 or 200 blocks away from the island, and even though in the beginning it sounds like a good idea because it's close to the Enderman farm, but now I would rather have it close by and just remove all the end island and have the farm there, so you're right at the farm when you go to the end, and if the portal to go back is also right there, it's convenient.
How
I
about
know.
this? We remove the end island, build an Enderman farm there, or we light it up or something. I don't know.
No, we
Could
still
be more
have to do the quarry there, and
Yeah,
island
sure,
will be
I-
quarry.
I-
Enemy,
want to
everyone
see
wants to do
when
an
you
end
build-
war. It's
when
gonna
you-
be amazing.
Yeah, I want to
Yes.
see when we build the quarry.
That's
I
for
would- I
the
would li-
end game.
Oh,
No, it will be the
That's
perimeter,
such a
Jake.
bad pun.
It will be the
Okay.
B10, the 10th
Okay,
project.
okay,
It will be
whatever.
building the quarry, actually not removing the blocks.
Actually,
Okay.
it would be P0 because it doesn't have it's not a circle. It's like
Shut
it has
shut
no
up.
edges.
Shut up. We could do that. Build an animal farm there, and then we keep the old one to make like a wither cage for, I don't know, wood farm, whatever. Could be
We will
could be
find
option.
something.
We'll find something. We'll probably keep the bedrock.
Maybe from mushrooms.
Mushroom farm, yeah, and portal mushroom farm designs. I want to see better mushroom farm designs for bedrock cages. I
Since
know.
we can fit 4 withers in there.
Yeah, like this is the limitation for withers. I know Mango has one with like 25,000 mushrooms an hour.
On 25,000 withers. So.
No, with like 8 withers. So it's like not applicable
Isn't
for
it
that
9?
situation. No, it's 8. I saw it the other day.
We should have duped our dragon and then got more portals back, so we can basically have an entire
Well, we
bedrock
can
plane.
always stay in 1.8 forever until someone finds like a junk regen, and then we get like more portals, and then it's fine.
We can actually just stay in 1.8 forever, regardless
Yeah.
of what.
Yeah. But whatever.
Unless you're on realms.
Moving on in like the list of stuff I want to talk about. Mango made a showcase for the farm they showed in the server tour for the Garnet XP farm, and finally showed some rates with us. It doesn't say how much potions it uses. I think maybe I just missed it. But it produces 9 clownfish an hour. Yay!
I think I think he even mentioned it. I think it was like 750 or something.
I don't know. I have no clue. But apparently you can get 175,000 XP an hour, which is quite a bunch more than like other farms. For example, with the Enderman, I think this Enderman is like half the speed or even slower than this farm because you get like the same amount of XP drops you get like from, for example, blazes, which is the reason why Wither Skeleton farms are so good for XP, or like the Wither Wilper and farms blaze farms. But you get like you have this huge bounty box where you could get like all the guardians from. So yeah, with they have this inner and outer circle. The outer circle is just for for farming guardians themselves, and the other one is for the rare drops. I think the inner one produces 17,500 shards and 4,000 crystals, so like about 20k guardian normal drops. And well, like there's some bunch of fish in there, but whatever. And 110 salmon, 55 pufferfish, and 9 clownfish, which is the rare drop part, which is the part you would care about when you use that inner circle thing or square, whatever. And the outer part apparently produces like 80,000 items an hour, so that's also quite nice. I don't know, like might be a reason. Like Guardian rare drop farm might be a reason to dig another perimeter. So yay for all the people who want like more perimeters.
Yay for people
I'm
that want to
digging one.
cover perimeters, but not yay for Wout, who decided to use the Guardian farm switch.
Yes, which yes, totally ignored.
Or
Enemy.
you could build like the 100,000 version with like a bunch of designs out there by now, and build Wout's Guardian farm rare drop switch, which he made
Made
specially
on
for
your
us.
request,
Yeah, made on my request.
and no one has built so far.
That no
Yeah.
one has built so far
Can be
that
the
we know
first
of.
server.
Can be we actually don't know the rates for when you use that one. Might be
maybe
like
you should
only
test
8
it.
clownfish an hour. So yeah, but I think this is like the fastest clownfish farm that I've seen so far. Apparently it's 3 times faster than the average you get with fishing. So that's quite nice. Because clownfish is so useful, and you won't definitely have like a million off.
Don't you need pufferfish for brewing?
Yeah, but that like gives you water breathing, which is not needed when you have like armor
Beacons.
and beacons.
It's amazing.
The only reason to have it is to stock your fully maxed out potion system that you built, because you
Yes.
got bored and like don't need potions at all.
Yes.
But yeah, as an XP farm itself, it's like I think possibly the fastest one out there. Like it's faster than the Wither Viper and so on. And yeah, my Guardian XP farms might be the fastest one over. Yeah.
Except
fastest one
Ender
that we know.
Dragon.
Except Ender Dragon, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else want to say something about the Guardian XP farm? Also, he mentioned in the video that if you make the inner part bigger, it would take longer to get the Guardians in, and therefore be slower. Niels had this awesome idea the other day. Let's make Guardian rare drop perimeter, make 2 of them, so two people can use it at once. I was like, no, it's just gonna slow it down. So
Exactly.
Cap.
Well, we have alt accounts. We can put
yeah,
them.
you can accept them up.
Yes.
We can
But
have
then
you
you
can have
also would benefit
P10
if you...
for another alt account, P12 for another alt account, P14 for another alt account, and then yeah.
12, 14, what?
More perimeters.
More what? Why?
More alt accounts.
Like, okay, we have.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think that you understand, Niels. We have 4 perimeters. Do we really need more? I think that we are
Yes.
serving the community that
At
Yes.
least one.
the most
At least,
parameters.
at least one. I don't know how
At
many
least
side
one.
contests at this point. I think that at least
I
3.
don't think we have the most
Also-
perimeters.
I think
we have a
Psychoth might
lot,
have more, but
but-
we haven't heard anything from them in a while. Maybe one of you guys can like say a number, or like say more than us.
12.
Or something. I don't think that
I
you could.
will take
27
Minecraft
to make one.
has 3.
I know they have another one. They never actually said it, but
They have a witch hut one,
you
probably.
can safely assume that they have it right now. They have a witch farm one. That's correct. They have a guardian one, so that would be 3 at least. Then they showed something where they blew up a big area, so I think that's a 4th one for like the mob trap. So it's at least 4 that we most certainly are sure of, right? So they possibly have more. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not
We should make
more?
another one.
can always make
I
another
don't think they have another one.
I think they do.
Maybe not.
I would be surprised if they didn't have one by now. But with the speed they've been going
Well,
at and so
Mango,
on.
comment. Do you guys have one or not?
Next thing in my list is Mango's cobble gen that he showed with 125k an hour if you use the complete portal with 4 withers and portal. Yeah, like to the part that I said earlier, like if you think about it, like one night, 8 hours, and you have 1 million cobble. 1 million. Just like something to think about. But yeah, he also has the thing where he version where he only uses 2 withers, which is like what most people have for like the end portal, because then you actually can use the end portal slow. And then it like produces 60,000 something, 60 whatever the half of 125 is. Close to 70k, I don't know, something like that.
124.
So yeah.
6 to half.
Da
Da da da.
Item item elevator from 1.9 that I forgot is the one that Nathan Ryan showed. Basically is the standard class cube setup, but instead of the fences you have a pressure plate and a door, and when the items slide over the pressure plate it opens the door, and then they like land in the corner, and then the door closes again. And they can go up the door and up the blocks. It looks ridiculous, but it works.
Yeah,
should-
it's not
it's-
useful for a continuous item stream. So
Yeah,
like
it's
an arrow
it's the
farm.
same as Diddle's thing he made. It's if a couple of items it works, and in the video you can see he only used 1 item or maybe 2 or something. But
Well,
if you have
he made-
lots of them, then yeah, the door will never close, and your items will despawn.
he made the second design that actually solves the problem by using a small setup with a clock that is activating 2 pistons with one that drop another block down, so the items fall down into the block during the time the door is closed and the items are going through the door. So that's fixed, but another issue was that it's only working in the north-south orientation.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I know that TL
he
also
mentioned
made a
it in his
fix for the
second-
problem.
He mentioned it in his second video as well.
Okay, I missed that apparently.
Do you really need a clock? Because I don't know. I didn't saw the second video, but how Diddle had it. He basically I think he just added a piston. That's it.
Yeah, he adds a piston, pushes upwards so the items can't go in, like in front of the pressure plate.
And then if the first batch has passed, it's no longer on the pressure plate, and then the piston will go down, and the next batch just comes. So I don't know
It's
if you
just-
really need a clock.
Yeah, the TL showed you can do it without, but yeah. So yeah, that's the item elevators. With that out of the way, the next thing I have would be 2 more things from Mango, and then I'm done. Do you have anything else on your list, Jewe?
probably remove the stuff we already talked about.
Mango made like a short. You can look while I talk. Mango made a short video about comparator-based short pulse generators.
Oh yes. Okay, then I can remove that.
Do you want to talk about it?
I mainly got from that video. I didn't find it too interesting. Mainly, I got from that video, like it was mentioned in the videos about besides redstone timing, so that wasn't really that interesting. But showed the comparator state, or like, basically the comparator is on when it shouldn't be on, and it was weird. I didn't quite get what happens. I think it happens when you actually stop the signal from passing through the comparator by giving another signal to it in the same tick as you power that comparator, something like that.
Yeah, that's correct.
And I also wrote something about weird piston thingies that I don't quite remember what it's supposed to be. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay. I don't remember the piston part. I probably should have made more notes about it.
Same.
Any other guys remember?
No.
Well, what do you
Okay.
think? You what makes the lists?
Okay. Then I guess I can
Well,
talk
Wout,
about the last.
you make the list, but links.
Yes, I
Yeah.
made a list of notes, and you guys always help me a lot when I mess up. Thanks.
Yes.
Um,
A lot.
I guess then I can like move to last thing.
Okay. Wait. It was about the instant redirection of pistons broken in 1.9.
Okay.
Double piston extenders.
Are double
So,
piston extenders broken in 1.9?
No, the
That would be
index
funny.
and rejection ones. The ones that use a comparator and a repeater, and the comparator depowers first, and then the repeater
Oh, because of the
depowers
strange
with the
update
same
order
tick.
stuff. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, I
exactly.
like them. I like them. We used them a
Yeah,
bunch. Hmm.
it's so stupid.
I think I know
yes.
a double extended design thanks to Niels, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
So
But
that's
they were really useful. That sucks. Let's
Yeah.
just not update at all for now.
exactly.
Um,
Mojang should stop fixing this game and start breaking it more.
No, they should not break it. They should
Just
Fix it.
optimize it.
Like
But
the-
fix it.
the thing I noticed the other day is like almost like a lot of the things we like about this game are not
Mojang doesn't like.
intentional. Like the parts that we like are the ones that Mojang doesn't like. It's weird. But yeah. The last
Jewe?
thing that I have in
What?
my list is that Mango uploaded a video actually today about the mushroom farm design that he has, which is quite interesting to the, I would guess, standard design by now, which is Pandas one that like a bunch of people use, which is like his one is one wide tileable. Therefore, like uses more space for like redstoning and is a bit more expensive, like actually a lot more compared to Pandas. And the thing you get out of that is it's less laggy because you don't activate all the water at once. In his design, he just has the tripwire hooks on both ends. Like he also has like Penna like it on both sides and it flushes towards the middle. If you think about it, you can just make a wall in the middle, make the top like block 2 blocks on both sides, and then you only activate half the time, or only activate the pistons you actually need. I talked to him about that. He said he removed that because it like would save space if you don't build that big a farm, right? But if you make it bigger, then it would make a bit more sense because it doesn't lag as much. So yeah, that makes sense. Also, something that I didn't know about, and apparently Sipcrowd also they knew when they made their farm with 100,000 spawning spaces, is that mushrooms check for Y level. For they basically use the LC value system that we had in 1.7 for normal mob spawning. They use that for passive mob spawning, still in 1.8. So it's another reason for us to make a perimeter biome shaped.
Yay!
Okay, so
Finally.
that's what you're saying, mushroom farm, yay.
The thing is, which I haven't tested yet, is Panda's farm. Like, if you look at the Sipcrowd farm, they have 100,000 spawning spaces and 7,000 items an hour. At I don't know why LC value would be like 79 or higher. I would assume probably higher actually. And his design is like at LC 15 and has what is it? It's like a bit over 5,000 and does 3,000 an hour. So like 7,000 with 100,000 and 5,000 spawning spaces gets 3,000. It's like almost half, right? The thing is, I don't know how the speed for the farm if you have it at bedrock like he has. So if it like scales just like slows at half the speed once you at the next layer, next section, then the farm the Zipcode has could be like I don't know like 7 times faster, depending on what the LC is. Maybe even 8 times if they just like made it on bedrock, right? So if you make their farm on bedrock, you could potentially also get like super crazy rates with the size they have. So yeah, someone should test it, and if before we build ours, we will test it. If no one else did it before us, hey, you guys won't do my work.
But I mean, if I understand, this entire conversation is about your project.
No, the entire conversation is about Mango uploading his mushroom farm design.
But you twisted it to talk about your own project. Enemy, that's for stuff we did this week. You are
We're not
Yeah.
working on it yet. We just like want to build one at some
for
point.
stuff we're going to do next week or
Not next.
sometime.
Yeah.
Stuff
probably.
enemy
Enemy,
talked
you're-
about this week. Or the stuff enemy.
Stuff enemy wants to do like at some point in time in on the server. It's like a whole episode for itself, or 3 or something.
no,
like, I
don't
can
start.
talk forever. But yeah, parts that we should like mention are mentioned in this video is like LC value matters, and you should build your farm at bedrock and below Y level 15. Or if you build it higher, then you should build it to 31, or like fit in all the layers until 31. Otherwise, you're just wasting. He also for killing doesn't have the cobweb setup like they use. He just has a water stream into lava, and with that he encounters a fairly well-known bug that's been in there for a while. That is when cows burn from lava, not from like fire tick, they don't drop cooked stuff.
I'm not sure if that's really a bug, but okay.
That's a bug.
It seems kind of normal to me considering they're two completely different forms of damage, but
Yeah, but like it's lava.
yes, the stuff gets burned instantly. That's how it works.
Yeah, but like the items don't burn. The items
Yeah,
should
that's the
should
idea.
catch up.
So
It's
like,
it's
they're
it's
so,
listed
the
as a
items
bug.
burn so fast you don't see it, enemy.
Yeah, but like they're not burning.
Enemy, that's because they're going too fast. There's actually an item there for like a split second, but you are just too slow to see it. It's like there for like point
That's not even
1
possible.
seconds.
There's not enough ticks in the game to do that.
Exactly.
That's why I was explaining the lore behind it, not the actual mechanic, which is of course that they don't appear.
Of
Well, the
course,
mechanic
Wout.
like it is like right now where it doesn't get cooked. Yeah, just like it's broken. It's a bug and it's reported as a bug. If you would want to use the zipcrawl killing mechanism, then you would waste a lot of space vertically because it just takes a bunch of vertical space and it slows your farm down if you don't build. I don't know how tall it actually is. It's a bit like I don't know, it's like 10 blocks at least. So
Okay,
yeah.
I just got a new comment actually. It's by Norwegian artist. He asks, "Can we just not use the killing that Zipcrowd uses?" And the
I
answer
just-
is
No, you
no,
can't.
because you don't have the drop shaft. And I just inserted that because Norwegian doesn't talk enough. And when he asks a question, apparently he puts it in the chat because
It
Come
is
on,
Mount.
Norwegian.
He just lost his voice. His voice went away. It was too cold.
Come on, Norwegian. It's
Come
2
on,
a.m.
everyone
for
talk, we
me
can
and
get through this.
everybody else here too, and nobody is tired.
Okay.
I'm awake.
yes.
I too.
Do you guys have anything else to say about Mango's design? I think if you like from the speed itself, if they're on the same Y level and all that stuff, and you have the same amount of spawning space, in theory, his is actually slower if you think about it, because like Pandas activates instantly, more or less, right? It detects the pistons and stun. Or no, that's like one tick, one redstone tick because of the torch turning off. But his design uses like 3 repeaters, so it's like, yeah, I think it's 3 repeaters if I'm not mistaken, and like piston extension. So there's a bit more delay there, and like if you don't counter in the randomness of the mob spawning itself, then like in theory Pandas is faster. It's just a bit more laggy when just activating all the pistons, all the water, right? Or is my logic flawed?
A lot more
Logic is
laggy
definitely
as
a
well.
fault enemy. Yeah, it always is.
Because it's always spitting out more water than Mango's design, because Mango's always only opens one of the
Yeah, but
lines, and
But then it's still faster. It's just not as laggy. Just not as lag friendly. Technically
yes.
faster, right? So that part is right. Good.
probably.
So if you build it in a small enough scale, I guess, so that you don't care about lag, then like in theory Pandas is faster. I don't think you will actually recognize that in the rates, just because like the spawning will not like, yeah.
Okay.
Spawning is too random that you wouldn't notice.
Yes.
So yeah, both designs are good. The thing is, like with the mushroom farms, if you do them really big, like Zipcrowd, you would probably like bound to the shape of your biome. So it's like it's on a very huge scale. It's kind of the thing like with witch farms. It's like you have a limited amount of spawning spaces, but not really. And if you like use pandas design, you can like stack your things so and so often into your biome. And with the untitled thing, it's a bit more flexible, I guess. Although it's a bit wider. So
Yeah.
if you really wanted to, like, say you're doing only the lowest section, and you want to do like you want to get the most out of your biome, I guess it would be a combination of both, because like panda's mechanism is smaller, but like one white tileable, then like you would use Mango's part and like slot it in like everywhere. But yeah, no one will ever do that. And if you do, please send me a screenshot, because it would look so weird.
So,
Yeah.
I think the last thing we should really talk about is thing Mango did in the beginning of the week. It's the it's block swapper that he compacted now.
Did I not note it down? Oh, yes, I did. I just. Okay.
Enemy. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the second thing on the list.
Enemy.
Wow.
It was like in the beginning of the week. So
Yeah.
he proved his. I'm right now watching an elevator video on the side, and it confused me a little. Because you'll see. So okay, this is a bit dirty.
Too many laughs.
Yes, sorry. And he compacted it. That's basically it. Nothing important, and
Yay for instant stuff.
so
I guess we have all the news important
so
stuff.
we actually don't, because right now I'm watching a video by Nathan Ryan again, which is about another item elevator.
Another
Yet,
one?
yet another one.
Yes.
Version 3 or
Not the
what?
door one, okay.
Not a door one.
Okay, tell us.
I don't know how it's working. I'm right now watching it.
Only
he's
like
gonna
3
cry.
sentences and no anime. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Can
Okay.
Okay. I'll start. I make votes for our perimeter in the stream that, and I also played a bit of Ragecraft with Niels, and that's mostly it.
I don't know, was that 3 sentences or 4?
Well, if it's all commas, it's like one.
No, we.
I did basically nothing this week.
Yeah, doing nothing. That's also what I do most of the
Okay.
time.
Niels.
I made walls, as you can see if you look at the video right now.
Oh yeah, we did like proper like splitting of the work. I did Iron Niels did class.
Yeah, and then when the diagonal parts need to come, well, I need to go to school tomorrow, so see ya.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I played Strange Craft with Enemy.
So, what?
Okay.
Three
Reflex
sentences.
other planning, reflex, server host, search stuff, tunnel,
Yeah, that was a
feed.
sentence.
But this is not the same sentence. Video about transportation speed, all kinds of different research. Trapdoors aren't that great, but they are still a bit useful. Mancon compilation video.
That
But,
sounds like
well,
more than 3
cannot you host
sentences.
reflex?
Can
you not
we can't talk about it. We only have 3 sentences. No anime.
That
Actually,
was
no
a
anime
whole
this week.
sentence. That's
Okay.
one
And
I'm
the
not
cube
sure,
extractor, biggest
in a-
project 4 days, cube extractor
in a
for
book,
the egg and charcoal video on
I
Sunday.
don't really see a lot, and
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you have dots and a new sentence
I
sometimes.
think that's my entire thing, actually. My entire.
Okay.
Good job.
I dug gravel. I built a wither skeleton farm. I built a bit on a wither skeleton farm. I built a bit on a sorting system, and I built a bit on my automatic melon and pumpkin farm. Builder for the tower and the blacklist designs by Mango.
Okay, that was very fast.
Wout?
That's what it was. Yes.
Do the outro.
Okay, this week on the Wout Show, I will first of all say dang it, why was I searchable? I even tried and it didn't. And then I was like, I tried again after the podcast and it worked. Unfortunately. Now for the second one, I tried this one for a bit as well. Maybe it's searchable, but I don't think so because of the nature of the media involved. So the quote is,
It's
what
this
ga-
4,000-year-old ritual to summon a demon. No one
no,
will know it.
I found it on the internet, but it
Oh, okay.
will not be easy to find through a search engine. So,
Yeah.
what game does this quote come from?
Did you
So-
just use Google or did you also use DuckDuckGo and Bing and Yahoo?
I only use Google.
It's a
cannot-
game, we know that already. Okay. No,
It's a horrible world, but there still happens to be found. If only you tried. Sorry, if you tried your hardest, I'm sure you would have made it. You already changed me. That's enough. And that's the quote, and it's from a game, and that's all I'm giving for now. This is a question 9, so it won't be as hard as question 10, but still fairly hard. So it may take people a fair bit of time, although I think it's possible. Question 10 will
Didn't
be
we
really
say
hard.
in the beginning that this one will get double points or something?
I don't know. We don't think we're doing points anyway, so.
Okay.
If it's not guessed within a week, it will get double points.
So
Then the
if you
digital
don't
ones will
guess,
be-
even though you know, you will get more points rather than you guess. Like that
Yeah,
doesn't
that doesn't
make
make sense.
sense.
And then you can
Yeah.
like bluff like, ooh, I think people don't know, so I'm gonna wait another week and then get double points. But maybe people do know and then you lose some
Yeah, but
points.
if someone else is first, then
Yes, then
the-
it's our
it's-
strategy.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
strategy.
guys.
It's-
No, we'll make it like this. Whoever gets it first will get the point, as we said, and this one will get double points because I think I said that in the beginning of the video, of the episode. And Niels will make like a super fancy spreadsheet for all the points, and
damn it.
at episode 100, if you get that far, whoever has the most points gets something.
You
Oh.
get a chance to get a Snickers.
But what if the points are undecided? Like, what if we have one unfinished code for like years?
Then
That's why I
there's,
say a
like, still
chance
people.
that they can get a Snickers. So I
And there's still
think
people who already have points because some people already answered some of the questions.
Oh, well, anyway, I think
and the
you
thing
guys can
is-
figure out the system. I just do the quotes. I think it's fun.
Yeah. Also, if
fine.
you second, you don't get a point because you could have just copied the first one. That's why.
well,
So,
and if you don't like Snickers, you can also get a Twix. Left one or right one, you can choose.
Okay. I think we should wrap it up now. Right.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That-
Bye,
that-
people. This is the part where I actually say bye.
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 Hear
Goodbye.
us
Bye.
next week.
Bye. See you Saturday
Yeah.
again.